Hi, I'm William,
And I'm Kat.
and this is a dash of info.
Little things you want to know.
So, Kat, during our Delaware episode, I said Delaware was the smallest state. Um,
But you corrected yourself in the episode.
yeah, you corrected me too, but then I got to thinking. I was like, but what is the smallest state by area, and what is the smallest state by population?
Ah, a dash of info, the smallest state by population and land area. The five smallest states by land area. If you're familiar with U.S. geography, you might be able to guess which are the smallest states in the country. Notice that four of the five smallest states are along the eastern coast, where the states seem to be crammed into a very small area.
Yep, and then that is right above New York. So, number one, Rhode Island, 1,045 miles or 2,707 square kilometers. Rhode Island is only 41 miles in length and 20 miles wide, 66 by 22 kilometers. Wow, that is that's condensed. Rhode Island has over 384 miles or 618 kilometers of shoreline.
That is very small.
Yes.
That is very small. I mean, you could make a whole day trip in the same state.
Yeah, I mean it's 41 miles in length, 20 miles wide. You could just drive around the state in a day.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and have plenty of day.
Yeah.
All right. So Delaware is 1,954 square miles or 5,061 square kilometers. Delaware is 96 miles or 154 kilometers in length. At its thinnest point, it is only 9 miles, 14 kilometers wide. Delaware has 381 miles of coastline.
So I mean I was pretty close though.
Pretty close.
I was pretty close. So no haters from Delaware, please. Um Connecticut is the third smallest state with 5,567 square miles or 12,548 square kilometers. Connecticut is approximately 110 miles long and 70 miles wide, or 177 by 113 kilometers. Connecticut has 618 miles, or 994.5 kilometers of coastline. I mean,
Gotcha.
you could basically drive the coastline in just like maybe 2 days.
Mm-hmm. My grandparents, my grandpa's family is from Connecticut, so I've been a couple of times.
Okay.
It's actually pretty humid up there. So number four is Hawaii, which is 6,423 square miles or 16,635 square kilometers. Hawaii is a chain of 136 islands. I didn't know there was 136 islands.
I didn't know there was 136 islands either.
Dang. Eight of which are considered principal islands. These include Hawaii, 4,028 square miles, Maui, 727 square miles, Oahu,
Hmm.
maybe,
Yeah, that works.
597 square miles, Kauai, which is 562 square miles, Molokai, 260 square miles, Lanai, 140 square miles, Niihau, 69 square miles, and hmm,
Callaloo.
Kailua,
Yeah.
Kahului, maybe 45 square miles. Hawaii has 1,052 miles of coastline. I apologize to any
Uh,
Hawaiians that I have just butchered your islands' names. I sincerely apologize.
well, in all honesty, we should have just kind of kept. Probably should have just stayed in Hawaii with all of it. But I mean, 136 islands. I wonder how many of those are inhabitable.
Right.
Hmm. Okay, so let's move on. And the number five smallest state is New Jersey with 7,417 square miles or 19,210 square kilometers. New Jersey is only 165 miles long and 40 miles wide, or 266 by 80 kilometers. New Jersey has 1,792 miles or 2,884 kilometers of shoreline.
Hmm.
So, I mean, those are some pretty small states, and they are, except with the exception of Hawaii, they are kind of clumped together up there, aren't they?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But they all touch the ocean.
Now, those are just the five smallest states by area, by land
Mm.
area.
Right.
Now we're
Now
going to
the
go.
five smallest states by population. And when we turn to look at the population, we get an entirely different perspective of the country, with the exception of Vermont. The states with the lowest population are among the largest by land area, and they're all in the western half of the country. Huh.
Hmm. A low population with a large amount of land means a very low population density or people per square mile. And so, this one kind of shocked me. Wyoming is number one with 584,057 people. It ranks as the ninth largest in land area with 97,000 and 93 square miles or 251,470 square kilometers. The population density is about 6 people per square mile.
Wow.
Man, you could give a whole new term to not having a close neighbor out there.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Um, so number two is Vermont with 647,464 people. Um, Ranks as the 43rd largest in land area with 9,217 square miles or 23,872 square kilometers. The population density is 70 people per square mile.
And to put that in perspective, so Vermont has um, 647 square miles. Wow. So New Jersey,
That's insane.
I don't know how it beat out New Jersey.
Right. It
Oh,
doesn't
you
make
know why?
sense.
I know why. Because 9,217 square miles and New Jersey is 7,400. I'm looking at population trying to get miles out of square miles, whatever. Okay. And this one I thought was going to be number one. Alaska is number three with 733,406 people. It ranks as the largest state in land area with 570,640 square miles or 1,477,953 square kilometers. The population density is 1.3 people per square mile. I knew Alaska had a low population, so I thought it was going to be ranked number one.
Right.
And then I honestly thought Montana would be somewhere in the top five.
Right. Me too. That's crazy. And for Alaska to be so big.
Yeah. But a lot of it is inhabitable.
Right. That's true too. So number four is North Dakota with 783,926 people. Ranks as the 17th largest in land area with 69,000 square miles or 178,709 square miles. Population density is 11 people per square mile. That's still really not close neighbors.
No, I mean, yeah, that's not close neighbors at all.
Mm-mm.
All right. So our number five, smallest state by population is South Dakota with 919,318 people. It ranks as the 16th largest in land area with 75,811 square miles or 196,349 square kilometers. The population density here is 12 people per square mile.
Wow. So North and South Dakota are neck and neck right there.
Yeah.
The five
Mm-mm.
states with the smallest gross domestic products in the United States are Vermont, Wyoming, Alaska, Montana, and South Dakota. Collectively, these states contribute approximately 1.1% to the nation's overall GDP.
I figured I would include that.
Hmm.
As of the first quarter of 2024, Vermont held the lowest GDP in the country at 35.57 billion. Wyoming followed in 2023 with a GDP of 39.32 billion. Alaska's GDP in 2023 stood at 53.1 billion, while Montana's GDP was slightly higher at 55.19 billion. South Dakota also ranks among the states with the lowest GDP contributions in the United States. So I figured I would, and GDP is basically gross domestic products, as Kat mentioned at the top. But Montana did make it in one of the top fives.
Right. So gross domestic products, does that mean like the products that these states buy within the US?
I think it's what it contributes within the U.S. So
So like what
gross
it
dom
makes for the US.
yes, so
Okay.
basically what the income of the state is.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And it's important to note that GDP and GDP per capita are not flawless indicators of economic well-being. For instance, despite having the lowest GDP per capita in the country, Mississippi remains wealthier than four G7 countries. Dang.
Yeah.
This highlights the complexity and varied nature of economic metrics and their implications for understanding the true economic health and prosperity of a region.
So again, I apologize for calling Delaware the smallest state, and even though I corrected it, it got me to thinking. And now I'm kind of wondering what are the five largest states?
Well, Alaska's the largest.
Was Alaska the largest? Ranks,
Yes.
yeah, ranks as the largest state in. Hmm. Okay, well, we know that. We know that it'll be the largest state by land, but it'll be way down on the bottom by population.
Right. For
Uh,
sure.
Either California or Texas is going to be the largest state. I would say California, but that's for another episode. I'm not going to stick my foot in my mouth again.
If you'd like to support this podcast,
Click the support link in the show notes.
William and I want to thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you.
Join the Facebook group at Info on the Go
Share with us your show ideas.
or ask us a question.
Subscribe and follow us. Follow us wherever you get your podcast.
Send us a text using the link in the show notes or leave a review.
Email us at,
infoonthegopodcast@gmail.com.
and yes, that is all one word. Till next time.
Stay curious.